Last War with the Lotus Episode 2. Top 10 Mistakes.
Alright, welcome back. This is Last War with Lotus. Today's video is going to be a pretty quick one. It's going to be top 10 mistakes players make. Generally speaking, this will be for you folks starting the game, maybe midway through growth. Not seeing a lot of endgame players making these mistakes. But hopefully if you avoid these, you will see your power increase much faster, be more engaged with the game, and maybe you'll get a reputation for being a smart player. Big guilds are always looking for smart players. Once again, as an introduction, my name is the Lotus, server 785. Watch the Flames is my guild. We're going to get right into it. Top 10 mistakes players make. Number 1, leveling all your buildings before going to the next level in your HQ. You have a lot of buildings in your base. And it may stand to reason that they all need to be leveled. They don't. Let me show you this chart. These are the prerequisites for unlocking the next headquarters level. You should download this. Maybe Google it and download it and get an idea of, okay, I need to get to level 10. What other buildings need to be at least level 9 for me to get to level 10? That would be tech center and hospital. That's how you read this chart. Of course, you're not just going to only build these over the course of your growth, but if you focus your resources and your speed ups on these prerequisite buildings, you will grow faster. Just do this until you get to level 27. Get to level 27 as fast as possible, but I'm getting ahead of myself. You will have downtime to catch up on the other buildings, on your farms, on all the other things that you're not seeing in this chart. But truly, prioritize this chart. Mistake number 2, leveling all of your barracks. Okay, I have 4 barracks. You don't necessarily start out with 4. But focus all of your resources and your speed ups on one of them. This is my level 30 barracks. It makes my T10 troops. I do not have 4 level 30 barracks. That would be nice, but I don't. I have a level 24, a 23, and a 24. So that means I can make T8 troops in 2 of them and T7 troops in 1. I make them, they pop out, and then I promote them with my highest level barracks. That little green arrow is my promote button. Show you what it looks like. Speed this up. Okay. So I've got 1,300 level 8 troops. I'm going to promote them. 10. So instead of starting from scratch, I'm starting from a level 8. And getting from level 8 to level 10 takes 6 hours. Do not level all your barracks. It is a waste of resources. It is a waste of speed ups. Mistake number 3, not rushing level 27. Level 27 gets you E9 troops. Incredible power. And really that's what you're looking for, is what's my best power for time, speeds, and resources. Every HQ level that you earn, your heroes get 5 levels added to their cap. So, at level 30, I can have 150 level heroes. This is a very easy way for you to increase your power, is level up your HQ, level up your heroes, level up your HQ, level up your heroes. Additionally, to the heroes and the T9 troops, you will have access to higher level research. Certain tech in your research tree requires certain level research centers. So, we already saw in the prereq chart, tech center is a requirement for all of these HQ levels. Rush 27. Get to 27 as fast as possible. You will be the biggest asset for your alliance at 27. Everything else will come. Mistake number 4. Well, this ties into mistake number 1, but ignoring your prerequisite builds. So if you're at a point where you've got your prereq builds for the next level done, okay, so I've got, again, going to level 10, I have my level 9 tech center done, and I have my level 9 hospital done. But I don't have maybe the resources, or maybe I have a spare builder. What then to build? Well, look at the next level. I'm going to have to build a level 10 wall. Last time I built a wall was all the way back to level 7. So that means I got to get a level 8 wall, a level 9 wall, and then a level 10 wall, get to the next HQ level. You see what I mean by ignoring prereq buildings? So if you find yourself with a spare builder, look ahead on this chart and try to identify those things that you need to build that are actually a few levels off, and build them up so that when you get to that next HQ level, all you have to do is 1 level more, not 4. The next mistake on our top 10 mistakes players make: spreading your hero upgrades too thin. Now, what do I mean by that? Got squads. In theory, you can have 4 squads. Some people only have 3 if you didn't buy the monthly package. But you want to identify those heroes that are making up your alpha squad, or your first squad, or your primary squad, and focus your hero XP, your skill medals, upgrade ores, all the things that you need to get those heroes leveled up. Focus on them only. Your gear, right? Right now I'm running a missile squad. So my best gear is on my missile squad. So if I'm spreading myself too thin, maybe I'm leveling heroes that I don't need to level. Right? Obviously your hero chart may not look like this. Maybe it looks like more of a mix of purples than gold. That's fine. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is identify those heroes that make up your alpha squad and work on them first. Happen to have hero XP after they're capped out, maybe you save it for your next HQ level so you can easily get them up 5 more levels. Maybe you work on a second squad and get them up if they're severely lower, right? But spreading your skills and your hero experience and all of the items that are required, upgrade your heroes, is mistake number 5. Mistake number 6, not participating in events. This events chart is constantly updating. Every day is updating, right? Desert Battle Storm, Winter Storm, this General's Trial. All these different things change every day. You should be participating in these as much as possible. If you don't know how, you should be asking your guildmates how to do it. A lot of loot at stake here. You learn more about the game, how to do better at the game. You're going to make mistakes, learn from them. But it will also engage you in the game. The game can feel a little bit of a grind if you're not mixing it up with these pretty fun events, right? We had this General's Trial started today. It requires everybody to get through their 30 solo challenges. And when enough people do, it unlocks alliance challenges, which can get pretty difficult as you get higher up. This requires a group effort. If not everybody is participating in this General's Trial, then these challenges for the whole alliance with fantastic loot never open up. To that end, help your guildmates, help your friends, teach, mentor. Once you've learned something, share it. Leads me to my next mistake players make, number 7, staying in an inactive guild. Now what do I mean? Guild can have a cap of 100 players. Here's my guild. 100 players, we're capped out right now. If I were to look at players who are inactive by going to the member screen, I'd get a feel for how active my guild is, right? If you're seeing people in the guild that are inactive 3-4 days, and that's like a lot of them, you find yourself being one of the only people online, you're not in a good guild. go shopping, get in a higher power guild, power up if they have power requirements, get those levels you need to get. But being in an active guild really does hamstring you. You're not going to have the rallies that an active guild will. You won't have the gifts because of those rallies. And you won't have the gift level. You see at the top of the screen here, our gift level is 24. It's because we're constantly rallying, right? Every time there's a rally, every time someone collects a gift, it adds to that total at the top, and eventually it levels. Gifts get better, so on. It becomes kind of a exponential buff. Staying in an active guild, this is mistake number 7. Again, if you find yourself playing every day, actively trying to increase your power, heck, you're watching this video, that means you're interested. Play with other interested people. It's going to make the game a whole lot more fun. Leads me to number 8. Mistake that players make is not learning about the game, right? Guides, there's a Discord for reading the hero skills, descriptions in the hero skills, learning how each hero is different than the other so that you can kind of maximize how you want to play them. All these descriptions here, they're all different. Level 25 Williams skill is not the same as a level 25 Swift skill. It's kind of on you to figure that out and how the game works, how everything factors into a successful attack, right? Use Arena as a laboratory. What works, what doesn't work. Not learning about the game is definitely a big mistake, and I'm constantly surprised by people I thought knew more about the game than they did, asking questions that seem rather elementary. I don't mind helping them, but I also know the information's out there. And so if someone's interested in the game, then they're going to learn about the game. Got a lot of videos out there, so feel free to watch them and learn more about the game, but there's a ton of great guides. The Discord for the game is a fantastic source. A ton of guides in there. Really highly recommend getting into there and learning more about how this game works. Mistake number 9 that players make is using diamonds to speed your builds. What do I mean by that? Let's pick something that all right. So you have the opportunity to use speedups, right? I don't have very many right now. So I would get about 5.5 hours just using my speedups. Say I do that. Now I can finish this building if I only spend 7,000 diamonds. Don't do this. This is the least cost-effective way for you to speed things. Sometimes you have to do it if you're just straight up out of speeds, and all of the stores have no speeds and so on and so forth. These stores right here, there's a bunch of them. There's always, every week, this restocks, so you're going to have a ton of speed ups here. The campaign store, again, more speed ups. Even the VIP store, which uses diamonds, has speed ups that are much more cost effective than just straight up using diamonds in the speed up window. Do that as a last resort once you've gone through all of the other speed ups. Worst case scenario, do rallies. Get your speed ups that way. But don't waste diamonds on just speeding a build, or God forbid a troop heal. There's other ways to do it. There's much smarter ways to do it. Save those diamonds for the VIP store, where you can get teleports, you can get all sorts of things that are actually useful for the usage of diamonds. And the 10th and final mistake that I'll talk about in this video is not timing your upgrades to versus in the arms race. What do I mean? If you're at the point in your server where you're doing versus, then each day has a different theme, and you earn points for those upgrades, right? We're on day 3 right now. This is tech, so I'm earning points for tech. I'm earning points for radar tasks, opening drone component chests, and so forth. Okay, so the beginner player can figure this schedule out pretty quickly. More advanced players looking at the arms race also in events and saying, okay, I know I have to do tech today. How do I time that with calendar, which is again here, so that I can get double the points, right? I'm going to speed tech, I'm going to do some tech, I'm going to spend some valor points, whatever. At 6:30 in the morning today, that was the time to do it. So tomorrow, what's my versus tomorrow? Tomorrow's training heroes. Elite recruit 1 time. Spending hero XP. Using shards. Okay, so what time tomorrow would I double dip essentially? Get arms race points and get versus points. Well, that time will be at 10:30 in the morning tomorrow. So at 10:30 in the morning, that's when I'll do my hero upgrades. Versus points and get arms race points. Arms race is a significant factor in whether your server invades or defends during server duels. So when everybody on your server is saying, hey, get first place in arms race, this is how you do it. You're going to spend those hero XP, you're going to do the things that you're required to do. For versus, you might as well time it to your arms race and get the maximum number of points as you can. That's it. That's my 10 mistakes that players will make playing Last War. I am still the Lotus. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to throw them into this video. Otherwise, I'll see you in game.